Mel Trotter is an essential piece in this community and to this city in terms of homelessness for several reasons. One, we are the largest shelter, or the second largest in the state of Michigan, which means that we have resources and space that other agencies just simply don't have, so we've been blessed with that. We're also essential because we have a very holistic approach. We have clinics for men and women and children to work or to get work done for vision and chiropractic and dental and medical. We have a child care facility with dedicated staff to working with children and helping them through this crisis. Mel Trotter Ministries has been in Grand Rapids for 115 years. 115 years. It's an amazing length of time to be serving the homeless and the least of these. The mission of Mel Trotter Ministries is to demonstrate the compassion of Christ to the hungry, homeless, and hurting of the Grand Rapids area. That is what we do every single day. We're demonstrating that compassion. Our vision is actually through the power of Christ to end homelessness one life at a time. That's a huge vision. That's a huge thing to accomplish, but we have to have a target. We have to know what we're shooting for.
As a board member of Mel Trotter, I've had the opportunity to be able to see from a different perspective all the amazing partnerships and collaborations that are going on within the city to be able to help to bring an end to homelessness and to bring some amazing solutions to help people be successful. We have helped so many people find jobs through our business partners, and they're so willing to go to work. They need a job, and a job is what's going to help them to be able to move out of Mel Trotter, be able to be sustainable, be able to live on their own, and be able to support themselves and their family. Ultimately, Mel Trotter is also helping people to find Christ, which is the most important decision of anybody's life. And so for me, as a Christ follower and as a business owner and as a community member, it's just an amazing ministry to be a part of because you're really fulfilling the gospel of Christ when you're helping at Mel Trotter.
A lot of the ideas about homelessness out there are that people want this life, they have chosen this life, and they don't want help. Our experience has shown that that might be 5% of the homeless population that are actually choosing to be homeless. But the vast majority of people do not want to be where they are. I personally grew up in an environment that talked about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And what I've learned in this role is that you can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps if you don't have boots, or if your straps are broken. Over the past few years, that face of homelessness has been changing. We have families that are homeless at a faster rate now than ever, in large part because of the 2008 crisis. Many people believe that up to 75% of the women that are homeless are mentally ill, and 40 to 50% of the men. And these are people suffering with mental illness beyond the ability to go get a job or have their own apartment. These are people that actually are going to need permanent supportive housing with wraparound services, or they're just going to end up back on the street. You know, it's easy to demonstrate compassion to your family or to your neighbors or to the people that are like you. But when we start seeing our enemies, when we start seeing people that aren't like us, and we start feeling this movement that somehow this isn't right and I have to do something, that's when we start understanding what Jesus meant by demonstrating compassion.
If you have that compassion within your spirit, you share it with someone else. And demonstrate it, of course, is how we do, what we do. I don't know anyone here that's treated any differently than the staff. I'm a part of the restoration. I'm a part of the reason why they smile again. And when I have the testimonies that come in and they smile all over again, and I'm a part of that on a daily basis, it's worth every minute for me. Every minute.
Well, we were living in Indiana and I was working a really good job, but my mom got cancer, and so we wanted to come back to Michigan, and we came back here, but we had no place to go at all. So we were sleeping in my car, and then we contacted the Salvation Army, and they helped us come to Mel Trotter. If it wasn't for Mel Trotter, we wouldn't have been able to get a house. We wouldn't have been able to find a job. We wouldn't have been able to have any housing for my kids. We would still be sleeping in the car probably, and we would have never been where we are today. Now we have a house, we're moving out of state, we each have our own vehicle, we have another baby, and we're just really thankful.
if someone wants to get involved, we ask they come, take a tour of a mission, go to one of our luncheons where you can learn so much about the mission, and then we would ask you to prayerfully consider making a donation. And you can do that by going to our website at meltrotter.org.